Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Dr. Robinson here again. This time we are reviewing for the grade 8 New York State Mathematics exam. We'll be taking examples from the 2023 exam. If you need help with your homework, as always, dial a teacher homework helpline at 212-777-3380, Monday through Thursday, 4 p.m. to 7 p.m. Give them a call. They're nice people. They will help you out. Don't forget to watch our show Math Time on Tuesdays, 4:30 p.m. to 5 p.m. only on Optimum Cable, Channel 15, and only in Peekskill. Don't forget, we have tutorial videos on YouTube. My channel name is Dan Robinson, PKMS, Peekskill Middle School. Subscribe to our channel. Give us a thumbs up if you like what we're doing. Better yet, write me a comment. I do write back. Check out our latest release, PKMS Math Prep 22. And if you're wondering why we're stuck on 22, because poor Dr. Rob retired. Tweet me at drobmath1. All right, let's get going. We got some good stuff there. So here is example number 3 from the state test, 8th grade. Quadrilateral ABCD is grafted on a coordinate plane. Vertex A is located at the point -2, 3. The quadrilateral is dilated, and that's an important word, means stretched or shrank, by a scale factor of 2. So the scale factor tells the size of it's growing or reducing. So it's by 2. So that's like twice the size. With the center of dilation, so it's growing from the center of the coordinate plane at the origin, I just said that, to form a quadrilateral A prime, B prime, C prime, D prime. Which ordered pair represents the location of vertex A? So we're talking about point A, or vertex A has the point, and let's get a marker, -2, 3. That's where that is. So I'm going to write that down there. We want the new point that this would be. That's A, and we want A prime. So it's going to be shrank or increase by a scale factor of 2. Well, when you have a scale factor, it means it's either going to grow or shrink. Now, scale factor of 2 means it's going to go 2 times the size of what it is now from the origin. So I'm just going to multiply both of these numbers by 2. -2 times 2 is -4, and 3 times 2 is 6. So that means our new vertex A is going to be -4, 6, which is choice B. So let's press this. Yes, choice B. So that's basically how we deal with scale factors. Either the point shrinks or it grows. If you run into a fraction on the scale factor, you definitely know it's shrinking down. If you have big numbers of scale factor like 2, 5, something like that, it's growing that many times the size. All right, let's move on. This was question number 7. The equation and the table shown below each represent a different relationship between X and Y. So there's a relationship. Okay. Function A is Y is equal to 5/4 X. And we remember the number that's right next to the X like that. That would be our slope. Another word of slope would be the rate of change. I'm going to write 5/4, and I'm even going to reduce it down to 1.25. So the slope of A would be 1.25. So, or rate of change would be 1.25. So which one of these statements is true about the function? Well, since I got a slope or rate of change for A, let me get one for B as well. So we know to find the slope, we need to use our y over x values. So 1.5 over 5. And since they said the table has a relationship, so that means whatever I get for uh, the first, second, and third points, they should be equal. So I'll test them all in 1 second. Let me get a calculator. Move this over a little bit. So let me reduce them. 1.5 divided by 5. That gives me 0.3. And I'm going to even take a look at the other one. 3 divided by 10. And you know that the divided by is another way of writing the fraction bar. I just didn't feel like writing the fraction bar, so forgive me. 4.5 divided by 15. And if you notice, let's take that out there. They all have the same value. That's the relationship they have with each other. They're different coordinates, yes, but they all lie on the same line and have the same slope. So notice it's 0.3. So let's see what our statements are down here. Which statement about the functions is true? Well, what do we know is true? There's comparing A to B. Well, 1.25 is bigger than, so 1.25, and that is A, is bigger than 0.3, and that's B. So that's the one we got to look at, where A has a greater rate of change than B. So this looks almost good, but it says the rate of change is 1.25. Yeah, that's good. And this has 3.3. No, that's a little bit, it should be 0.3, repeating 3. No, 0.3. It just doesn't have a line, so this can't be it because of the slope is wrong, or the rate of change is wrong there. So it's almost good, but they tried to trick us with the number. So function B is greater. Nope, that's no good. Function A is greater. That's the one we're looking for. Then function B, because 1.25 is greater than 0.3. So our answer would be choice C. So go with C. Little work, but that's okay. All right, so we got that out of the way. So that was interesting for question number 7. They're really sticking it to you. So check your understanding. If everything's going good, great. But if not, rewatch the video and write down your questions and send them to me. All right, let's go on to the next question. This is question number 43. It's worth 2 points, 2 credits. What value of x makes the equation shown below true? So we got 24x plus 23, 33 equals 3, parenthesis 5x plus 21, parenthesis minus 9. All right, show your work. So we're going to take this equation and try to make it so small we can solve it with maybe a 2-step equation. So we got a lot of stuff going on here. That means we got to get rid of these parentheses first. So because we cannot add that stuff in the middle, but we can distribute the 3x, the 3 to the 5x, and also to the 21. So 3 times 5 is 15. Don't forget the x. And 3 times 21 is 63. I brought down all the other stuff, and there was a minus 9 on the end hanging there, so I brought that down. Now, my next step, let me deal with these and combine that, make it a little easier to deal with. 63 minus 9 is 54. I brought down all the other stuff, and let's now try to get all of our numbers together because we have a plus 33 here and a plus 54 there. So let's bring the 33 over by taking the additive inverse of 33 and moving it over to the other side as well. Because what that does, it cancels out the 33 on the right side, and we transpose it over to the left side, and now we got 54 minus 33, that equals 21. So I have the 15x and now I have a 21, but I need to get that 15x to the other side. So what I'm going to do is minus 15x from both sides. And over on this side, I'm going to have 24x minus 15x because the 15x canceled out. And now 15x minus from 24x, that gives us 9x. So I have on the right side plus 21. On the left side, I got plus 9x. Now you should know how to go from here. All we need to do is divide both sides by 9 and simplify. So let me get my calculator because it didn't come out to a nice number like I would have liked, but that's okay. 21, and I know you know the fraction bar means divide by 9, and we have 2 and a lot of 3's going there, so uh, I guess that's okay if you want to use that. If you want to change it to a fraction, there's a fraction button, second, fraction to decimal, and press enter. There we go. We get 2 1/3. So let's pull that out. So just wanted to shrink it. So either way, it's good. Sometimes they allow you to leave it as 21 and over 9. So, but you got a calculator, you should be able to shrink it. I used x equal 2.3 with a bar on top. Now they want to know if this is true or not. Well, let me show you how to figure out if it's true or not. So let's clear and take out 24. I'm going to replace the X with the answer, and I'm going to use my answer button that was there. Let me close that. Plus 33. And see how much the left side is going to be. And I get 89 on the left side. All right. So let's go to the other side. And I'm going to type 3 parenthesis 5 parenthesis, and let's see, what was that? 2 1/3, I think. Yeah, 2 1/3. So I'm going to type that into my calculator. 2, move over, 1, down, third, over, parenthesis, and plus 21, close parenthesis, and there's a minus 9 there at the end. Let me make sure I did it right. 3 parenthesis 5. Put my x value in there, 2 1/3. Close that parenthesis for that x plus 21. Another close parenthesis minus 9, and I should get 89. Yes, I did. So that's how you check to see if it's correct, by substitution of the answer back into the given equation. That was nice. All right, let's see what else we got. Another question worth 2 points. The top surface of a trampoline is in the shape of a circle, that's good to know, with a diameter of 12 feet. So we're getting some good words here. So we got a circle, diameter, 12 feet. What is the area in square feet of the top of the circular surface of the trampoline? And they're even asking you to round your answer to the nearest whole number. All right, well, we got a circle, and we want to find the area of it. It's a good thing we have this sheet here in the front of our booklets. So there's circle, and we want to find the area. All right, A stands for area, C stands for circumference, and that, so we need to use the area formula. So let's push that out of the way. And so here's our area of a circle formula. A equals pi r squared. The r stands for radius. So we must know that the radius is half of the diameter. So we take that diameter and divide it by 2 because we want half of it. And if our diameter, if our diameter was 12, we divide that by 2, gives us a radius of 6. So the radius is 6. So now all we have to do is go back to our formula, and instead of putting r there, we put the 6 there. So we'll type in our calculators, A is what we're going to find. So all we have to type is pi parenthesis 6 squared parenthesis. And that'll give us 113.097 and some more numbers. And I'll even get my calculator up just to show you a little bit. So there's a pi button. I know you might have heard of 3.14, but when we get into high school and middle school, we don't use that anymore. We use the pi button unless they tell you to. So the radius was 6, and let me square that. And the calculator is not worried about parentheses when we're dealing with pi notation. So, I got pi notation, so let me go down to classic. Okay, quit out of that. Pi 6 squared. There we go. Sorry, it was in the different mode. I had to get into classic. So there is our answer for pi 6 squared. And look at all these long numbers. But they said they want you to round this off to the nearest whole number. So here's our last number, digit in before the decimal. If you remember to round, if it's 5 or above, you would give this 3 a shove. If it's 4 or less, you would let it rest. So that's a 0. So we're going to let it rest and use 113. And that's our answer to this 113 square feet. Man, a lot of work for 2 points. So I hope you're understanding what's going on. And if you're not sure, take some time and write down your questions on the video. All right. If you need help with your homework, there's Dial a Teacher Homework Helpline, 212-777-3380, Monday to Thursday, 4 p.m. to 7 p.m. Give them a call. They will help you out. Watch my YouTube videos and watch our Math Time show on Tuesdays, 4:30 to 5 p.m. only on Optimum Cablevision in Peekskill, New York on Channel 15. And speaking of my YouTube videos, my channel name is Dan Robinson, PKMS, Peekskill Middle School. Subscribe to our channel. Give us a thumbs up if you like what we're doing. And check out some of our old videos. PKMS Math Prep was the last video I did with my students. So check it out. You can tweet me at drobmath1. If you want to study with me or you want a copy of a worksheet of the stuff we're doing to prepare you for the test, write me at robinsonmath@aol.com. Good luck on your exam. Buena suerte en la exámenes. I know you're going to do good because you have watched my videos. So keep watching and keep subscribing. All right, ladies and gentlemen, nice seeing you. Hope you enjoyed the review for grade 8, Math, New York, state exam. Bye-bye.